All right. There's so much going on wrong in this video here. See, first of all, I don't understand why you gonna take your woman to a bar like that for a concert anyway. You can tell that she was having the time of her life. Look at them eyes flashing. Now she's singing along with him. She don't even care that her boyfriend or husband or whatever he might be is sitting right there beside her. See, and so that's a problem there. Now, this dude right here, this singer is Maurice McCrae. I've seen some of his stuff on Facebook and all that. You know, he sing all right. You know, it's sort of a novelty. You know, because he looks like, because of his age, his race, his hairdo, and all that kind of stuff, he looks like you would expect him to be a rapper, some hip-hop star. But as you can see, he sings country music. Of course, this audio looks like it was shot with a cellulite phone, you know, so audio's not real good. But you could check him out on Facebook. You know, he's got talent, no doubt. I'm not trying to discount him, just to say that part of his appeal is that he's a young black man singing country music. I mean, we have had that a few times before, a black woman 2 years ago. So, you know, it's just, but it is a novelty. Kind of like years ago, there was, I forget the name of the band, but it was some kind of heavy metal, hard rock band. It was all black guys, you know. They were talented, but it was still unusual for him to be, you know, for the group to be all black guys and doing music that's not necessarily thought to be music black people by and large listen to. But what you got going on here is this guy, Maurice, extremely disrespectful. Now, I've been married over 3 decades, so, you know, I was grown before I was old enough to do this. I mean, I was married before I was grown enough to do this kind of stuff. But at the same time, I do understand man working, man respect. So Maurice is strolling up over here to that long blonde-haired gal sitting there just smiling ear to ear. So I'm saying I've been married probably longer than Maurice has been alive. But I'm old, but I ain't dead. So I can understand him strolling over there, pretty enough girl. Some folks think that, you know, blonde-haired, blue-eyed gals like that never really appealed to Big Daddy. But I could understand, you know, if I was a single man and everything, coming over there to flirt with the old girl singing, you know, especially with her eyes flashing and she's smiling and swaying and everything. So, you know, coming up there like that, I can understand that, but it's still extremely disrespectful since she's sitting right there, right beside her man. I'm gonna back it up here to the front. If you listen real close over the echo of the music, you can hear her boyfriend. But at the same time, I mean, there is a lot to be said for the fact that as he walks up, you know, trying to romance the gal, a boyfriend sitting beside her, just smiling, basically. Maybe he's just trying to be nice and he didn't want to escalate the situation and he's just playing along. But he's going, come on, man. He's basically begging Maurice to not compete with him for his woman. When he did that, when he just did that, and I can understand, you know, to an extent I can understand making that mistake. I wouldn't have made that mistake. But then again, I've never been put in that position by Miss Deidre. See, if anything in a situation like this, before I'd be able to do much, I would have to be holding her back. And I ain't talking about like that gal right there ain't wanting to be held back. I'm talking about I'd have to be keeping her from getting herself arrested for assault and battery, to be honest with you. I've been in that position before, you know, so I've never been put in that position in over 3.5 decades I've been with Miss Deidre. You know why? Because Miss Deidre, me and her might get in our love fussing and fighting, little cat fight, duck fits from time to time, but I have never, since I was 18 years old, started dating that woman, I have never, ever, ever been out in public and somebody in public disrespect her come up there like that and had her respond anything but like violently. I'm just telling you. Now, she 4'11" of crazy. So, but I've never had her respond anything but negative to stuff like that. And certainly not how that old gal is. That girl, you can tell looking on her face that she's already got in her mind what's going on. Right there beside her date, I guess, maybe boyfriend. You see how he stood up there trying to be a little more assertive? That's better than nothing. I'll give him that. He didn't just sit there and look at his feet outright. But when old boy started strolling over there trying to romance and sweet talk his woman, and he started that, come on, man, here begging, come on, smiling, come on. I get it. He's trying to play along. He probably don't want to get in your fisticuff, especially in this situation, you know. But when he did that, come on, man, no. He gave it up right there. He was completely cucked right there. Smiling, trying to play along, joke around. Look, I'm a fairly large individual, but my personality, I'm not the kind of fella that walks around everywhere trying to be like I'm a tough guy, you little Billy Badass, and none of that kind of stuff. You know, I typically try to de-escalate physical situations, you know, because the devil owns you once the bullet's left the gun, you know. So if you hit some dude upside the head because you're all in your feelings and emotions, he falls down and hits his head just right, or if you punch him in the head just right, he ends up dying. I mean, you can't undo that. I mean, once you pull the trigger, the bullet's left the gun, the devil owns you. Whatever will be, que sera, sera. So I can understand trying to de-escalate a situation, and, you know, people looking at you, you know, the singer, he's got the crowd behind him, all that peer pressure, stuff like that. So, oh boy, he's trying to play it off. Come on, man. Wouldn't be no come on, man. I'm telling you, anybody who knows Big Daddy Dave knows that I would not play that. I don't mind one bit being the bad guy in the crowd or spoiling the party or any of that when it comes to a situation like this. I mean, I can give you names of folks I used to go to church with. Because, you know, sometimes in churches, they'll try to play the little, put the focus on you to get you do something goofy at some church event or something. Now, I don't mind doing things that's goofy, as long as it's my idea, but I'm not going to be railroaded into doing goofy stuff. I mean, so in a situation like this, what old boy should have done when Maurice got over there close like that, he stood up and stood right between him and that little blonde chick. Why do you think he didn't do that? Is he physically afraid of the singer? Possibly. I don't know. Is he concerned about the peer pressure? You know, when he does that, and then he's the bad guy, he's the poor sport, or spoiled sport, or whatever. That's possible. But even if those two situations are the case, he didn't want to stand up and stand between her and Maurice because he knew she didn't want him to do it. He didn't want to have to look at that little gal when she went to complain to him about it. He didn't want to have to look at her and explain to her, look here, lady. Look here, woman. My job is to protect you. And I know that you think that's thrilling and fun and everything, but that's disrespectful to you. It's disrespectful to me. The way your eyes was lighting up like a Christmas tree made you look like a hoe. So my job is to protect you, and that includes protecting you from you. I mean, he didn't have to do that because probably he knew as soon as he did, if they're not married, that would be their last date. So he's just going to go along with it, kind of pacify her while Maurice walks up there and holds that boy's testicles in his hands right there. See, he got a microphone in one hand, he got old boy in the ball cap's testicles in the other hand. Completely cut. I just hope these two ain't married, and if they ain't married, I hope they don't get married. Because that look on that girl's face, that ain't going to go away when she put on a wedding dress and a wedding band, I'm going to tell you. She can be the sweetest little old thing, but that's the kind of personality that'll wake up one morning after her best friend got divorced, wake up one morning and decide that she just don't feel fulfilled. That's a face right there who's making relationship decisions based on her warm fuzzies and her tingly binglies down there. That's what she's doing. And old boy there, he's trying his best to fake off, leaning up on his elbow, far to the, man, you could fit 2 Maurices between him and that woman now. He needs to be over there in front of, look how he now steps up on that step. He finna step up on that step. Oh, he right up on old girl now. There ain't nothing between him and her now but Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Oh boy, did it. You know why? Because that blonde girl, well, she's a grown adult. She gets to make her own decisions. She's not my piece of property. I mean, she's an adult, she's just, I'm not her owner. And all that stuff, so on and so forth, and blah-de, blah-de, blah-de. I'm going to tell you like this. All those arguments may be true, as true can be, but that sounds like some piping hot bullshit to me. And I'm dang.